Hi Oliver, so now we're on to question 10. So here are the ingredients needed to make 10 pancakes. And we need 300ml of milk, 120 grams of flour and 2 eggs. Matthew makes 30 pancakes. How much flour does he use? So flour is 120 grams of flour is equal to 10 pancakes. I want 30, so I'm going to multiply this side by 3. So if I do the same on this side, I will need, you can use your calculator. I don't want to use my calculator, but I'm always going to double check. It's 360 grams of flour. So my answer is 360 grams. And part B is Tyra makes some pancakes. She uses 750ml of milk. Work out how many pancakes she makes. So further up in the question we know that, let's write this down as a ratio first, that 300 millilitres of milk makes 10 pancakes. And we have used 750 ml of milk. Okay. We first need to work out our multiplier here. So if we do on our calculator 750 divided by 300 gives me a multiplier of 2.5. So I've multiplied this side by 2.5. So I need to multiply this side by 2.5. 10 times 2.5 is 25. So I've made 25 pancakes. Now on to question 11. 360 pounds is shared in the ratio of 1 to 3 to 5. Work out the difference between the largest share and the smallest share. So ratio is always good to do with boxes. So I've got 1 part, got 3 parts, and I've got 5 parts. Okay. All of it is 360, so I know all of my boxes are worth £360, and I'm going to share that between each box. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes, so I'm going to do 360. I'll have separate calculations over here. 360 divided by 9 would give me 40. So in each box we have 40. So person 1 has 40, person 2 has 120, and person 3 gets 200. Let's just double check by adding this up that it adds up to 360, so 40, add 120, add 200, gives me 360, so I know that I've just showed that ratio out properly. But the question says work out the difference between the smallest and the largest, which is 200 take away 40, so doing the calculations over here, 200 take away 40 equals 160. So my final answer is 160. And then question 12. Okay, so we've got some function machine. Let me just straighten them out. So work out the output for the number machine. So if I put 5 in, and multiply it by 2, which gives me 10, take away 3 gives me 7. Work out the input for the number machine. So this time I've been given the output, so I need to do the inverse operations to my number machine. So I'm just going to make a quick note above it. So 17, instead of taking away 3, I'm going to add 3 when we come backwards. And instead of timesing by 2, I'm going to divide by 2. So I start with 17, I add 3, that gives me 20. And then I divide by 2, which gives me 10. So my final answer is 10. The input for the number machine is m. Find an expression in terms of m for the output. So I'm doing m multiplied by 2, and then I'm taking away 3, which is fine, but it doesn't really look mathematically correct. So instead of, we don't put time signs really because we're getting confused with x's. So m times 2 can be simplified as 2m, and then we can't do anything without 3, so we put it on the end. So it's 2m take away 3. Okay, I think this question's had a little bit of a misprint. It needs to be find an expression in terms of n for the output. So sorry, this needs to be for the input. Okay, because we've been given the output. So the question's worded wrong. But if we do it this way, we've put n in, we want to do the inverse operation to taking away 3, so we add 3, and the inverse operation to times in by 2 is dividing by 2. So n add 3 divided by 2. Don't really like to write it like that because we want to divide it all by 2, so what we normally do, we write it as a fraction, so we have n add 3 all divided by 2. I need brackets there. Oh, it wouldn't give me the right answer, because if I didn't put the brackets there, it would have done 3 divided by 2 first, which I don't want. I want this way, so that's it. Thank you.